and that if there ever was evidence of anything having been living, it's completely destroyed. So,
that's for sure.
like that, did any of you guys go to Lisa Pratt's talk a month ago or so? The colloquium talk with the bio department? I know you were there.
Yeah.
Because she found in Africa, they basically found some kind of bacteria that lives under even yeah, they went down like mine shafts and found under high temperature, high pressure areas that there was bacteria living in these insane conditions. So there's looking at it like this is possibly an example of the type of a similar type of life that could exist on Mars, where the surface is pretty much out, but if you start getting into the subsurface, temperature is going to go up, pressure is going to go up, there's going to be more shelter from radiation from the solar flares, from ultraviolet, might not be as oxidizing, and there is most likely the presence of liquid water.
It's like the whole oxidizing thing is my biggest kind of, I guess, grievance with this, because when you go subsurface, everything changes except for maybe the oxidizing conditions. I mean, they could change somewhat, maybe locally, but I would say, like, on a whole planet scale, I would say that it probably would be just as oxidizing, especially with all, we talk about all these, if, the subsurface water is there, it's probably really enriched in a lot of alkaline materials. It's going to be, even if they did find water, it's going to be extremely, alkaline.
But can things exist in highly oxidizing
conditions?
I mean, like that early life that Worsley always talks about, and that they did exist, and that it's like evolved.
Well, I mean, obviously you could find more life that could live under those conditions, but life as we know it doesn't.
We have, what we would think we could prove of acidic conditions too, because we have the sulfates in the things that we have.
Yeah.
And those would have formed in acidic conditions, so there's got to be localized areas that aren't alkaline.
Right.
You just got to find them.
It's like pockets, and I think that's what Dr. Pratt's talk suggested, that there may be pockets within Mars that they could exist. It's just we haven't interacted with them at all.
I read a paper too, like a couple of weeks ago. They said it was like a Russian team. They took a core sample from a mine shaft that they were drilling, and the core sample was like 5 kilometers like deep in the crust, and they took it out and they started analyzing these core samples, and they actually found living like microorganisms living in the pore spaces with some of these core samples. So yeah, it's definitely possible that you can get super deep conditions where life would thrive.
The most interesting places are the hardest to get to.
That's very much a problem. Because you can't just like send a backhoe and a digging team. Go to Mars. Just start digging.
Just dig me a hole.
Dig me a Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis. Yeah.
You can totally do it.
Drill team. Drill Bruce Willis drill.
I say we just slam some nukes into Mars and just see what happens.
No, I'm kidding. And that brings us the whole contamination section, which they outlined in so much detail, like stage 1 contamination, stage 2 like all the way up to 5.
I think that's a big deal, though. I mean, really,
well, it is a big
we find
deal.
this crazy bacteria living in the depths of Mars. Like, I would like to think some precautions have been taken, because I'm pretty sure
it's going to be like
not
opposite
immune.
War of the Worlds. Like, their bacteria is going to just wipe us out.
Right?
Mutate.
Yeah, exactly. I was reading this, just picturing this like crazy sci-fi scenario.
But I think it's equally as likely that the bacteria, we can kill the bacteria or something like that. It is just as likely.
Yeah, we're just like the pioneers.
Just as likely that it just wouldn't do anything.
giving polio.
That would make for a really good
Here's some
movie.
blankets, give me some tobacco.
Yeah.
Hopefully smallpox. So
Yeah, smallpox blankets.
Send our blankets to Mars.
That'd be a great movie in which I don't know, a bacteria from Mars kind of zombifies much of humanity on Earth. Meanwhile, the only ones who are still left have to go back to Mars to get the antidote.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that gonna be your final
Starring,
video?
Yeah.
starring Nicolas Cage.
3D.
In 3D.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Gross.
Does this mean we're not allowed to terraform Mars?
I think it does actually.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah, like I read that whole section and I'm like, alright, like it's kind of ridiculous they thought of it in this much detail, but it's also a really good thing because you need to understand that concept. Like we can't pollute the life, you know. Like what if we've already done that? We probably already have done that. All the
Yeah,
things
if we
we've
got
sent.
some junk sitting up there, like.
But at the same time, like we go, I don't think it's that much of a big deal because from what we just talked about, life as we know it can't survive on the surface of Mars. So even if we sent some sort of microbacteria on some sort
Yeah.
of rover or lander, it's going to get to the surface and go, well, this sucks, and we just die.
What if a tardigrade got there? Because they can survive in vacuums and under really cold conditions. What if it got there, gets in and flow, somehow gets underwater, not underwater, but underground a little bit where the pressure's higher and comes in?
There's a lot of what ifs.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of what ifs. The whole thing,
ifs.
the whole thing is what ifs, you know. But yeah, that's possible, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe humans will someday
Send an army tardigrade.
settle
Yeah.
have a zoo.
Have a zoo on
Martian zoo.
Mars.
Check out this Martian tardigrade.
What do you think, Adam?
Nothing.
I don't have any thoughts. Looks like you're thinking something.
I think it'd be way easier to search for life on like some of the moons of like Jupiter and Saturn than it would be to like Mars. Like we just talked about, where are we gonna find life? Well, really, really deep. Okay, that's a pain in the butt to get to. Like it would be so much
Can't
easier.
land in the highlands in the first place.
Exactly.
Even if we could, it's not like we can drill deep into the subsurface. Even if we could, what are we gonna do with the samples? Not to mention they need to be collected in like reasonably stable conditions, or like similar conditions, at least analyzed in similar
That would be.
conditions.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that
how
would
about-
be really hard to do.
How about in terms of future missions? I mean, like, what are the things that we're trying to like fix or improve upon, really?
I guess just our knowledge of what constitutes a life. I mean, because like we said, okay, we did some analysis and we found those the pAHs and the magnetite, and those kind of suggest maybe life, but like we need more evidence. We need more things to look for on Mars that would suggest life. I think that goes along with a better understanding of life on Earth.
What's the future NASA?
The Mars.
MSL?
Yeah, Mars Science Laboratory.
And then Europe has the ExoMars.
They actually, I think they just like Mars or NASA and ESA. I read this morning. They're supposed to like do like a joint mission where they're gonna send 2 rovers and like one big rocket, and they do like a joint mission. And America's backing out because we got no money. So.
Isn't it all joint mission? Like the
I mean,
the
to
whole
the point, but they were actually gonna.
the science laboratory and everything?
Yes, it's a kind of a joint mission, but this one was more. The ESA is going to build their own rover. NASA's going to build their own rover.
Yeah.
And we're going to send them together and work together with like both
now
rovers.
we're not doing it because
Maybe they had to figure it out. Yeah, it's work. NASA doesn't have the funding to do something like that. I mean, they're already
it's
like
funny.
what
Like
this
one of
paper
the
said.
wealthiest nations in the world, and they're bitching
Yeah,
about
this
being
paper said
broke.
that the Mars Science Laboratory was supposed to launch in 2009 and it still hasn't launched. It's still sitting in a lab somewhere.
What were they shooting for? 2020?
They're launching it in August, I think, this year. Like it's ready. They built it. They've tested it. It's ready to go. They just need to put it in a rocket and actually launch it. So they're waiting for Mars to come around too for the perfect alignment. Yes, that. Missions.
So-
Sample return missions.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be,
that's like the big goal. The next
Sample
like
Yeah, that was
big
like
goal is to bring samples back.
that was a really hard one, I thought, because when they talked about that, they talked about contamination thing. And they said that with that like kind of level of contamination, like I guess you have to like seal it in its the sample in its ambient conditions, send that back, and then when it like before it enters the Earth's atmosphere, you have to put it in another container that was never close to Mars.
Right.
Put that in a completely sealed container, and then bring all of that back to Earth. And I'm like, that would be really like intricate, because that means it
Bring
needs
that into like a sealed facility all around. Where
yeah, like that involves like the sample
More
return thing
residuals and
coming
things.
back and then docking with something in space and being resealed and then sent back to Earth. Like that's really complicated, and it's not going to happen for a long time.
I think when Keith was talking about Mars back like 2 years ago in mineralogy class, I actually kind of assumed that we had some sort of sample from Mars, and then he was like, "We don't." He was like, "No." He was like, "We don't." Like, he was like fierce with me and everything.
Because you should have known that. You should have.
I know.
You should have done your prior
I had
research
no-
to asking that question.
I had no
That's what you
planetary
should-
understanding then.
You would have to carry a lot of fuel with it to get off the surface.
That's a huge issue, yeah, because you have to
Yeah.
send it there, send it all the way back. That's
We're gonna do
yeah,
it.
we don't have,
We're
we don't have
totally
that kind
gonna
of
do it though.
technology.
I mean, it's in the works.
It's in the
It's
works.
gonna
but
happen. That's
we
we
need
just need
we
money.
need like new propulsion systems that use less fuel or like some sort of nuclear powered something. I saw this new cool. I saw this cool thing that they have now. It's like it's like a fusion engine, but it produces like really low thrusts, which is which is what they're using, but it can operate pretty much forever, which is really low thrust. They made this new satellite that actually has like big wings, and it has one of these low thrust propulsion engines, and it basically just like skims the upper atmosphere of the Earth, and I think it's measuring like magnetic field or something. It was really cool because it was a combination like wings and spaceship. Do something like that might make it easier. But Mars is like no atmosphere, so things wouldn't really help out.
I wonder what this class would be like in 100 years.
100 years ago, they thought all this shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone would be laughing.
They were so wrong. They're gonna find this video.
They find this video
on
and
the
laugh
future
at us.
internet and be
They
like,
can only analyze the top few microns. What were they thinking?
Yeah,
And they made
exactly.
all these assumptions.
That's so funny. Yeah,
So, is there more to say about this, or are we pretty much?
I really don't have anything left to say about it. I'm sure
For a
we'll.
while, we're gonna be concerned.
I'm sure we'll have more to discuss on Thursday.
I just checked out about a half hour ago.
we noticed.
Yeah.
So.
Because I cut you off?
Radiation.
No.
I would hope not.
Oxidizing conditions, lack of water.
Pretty much covered it.
So surface
Yeah.
is the place to look.
This gives us the preface to
Future
discuss it.
missions, yeah, even our future missions can't even really dig into the subsurface. I mean, what like they talked about when Mars, like the stuff the Mars Science Laboratory was, and they pretty much got the same stuff that like we've sent, just better, better resolution spectrometers and such.
Can it dig though? Can it dig?
Yeah, it's got a little arm, but you can't get that deep. You might be able to get like, I don't even know, a meter would be a gross overestimate, I think. But yeah, you're just gonna be able to dig 10 centimeters into the surface probably. Like that's all like Phoenix was able to do was scoop out the first, like the top like 6 centimeters or something.